Hey babes, and welcome to Gore&Gossip. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Nicole, and this is your weekly deep dive into all things terrifying, true crime cases, cold-blooded killers, and the occasional creepy conspiracy. We didn't even start, and I'm already going.
Plus haunted dolls, curse mirrors, and that one time your aunt swore her house was built on a portal to the underworld.
If it's bloody, bizarre, or just plain bone chilling, we're talking about it.
And yes, we're bringing the gossip too, because what's a murder without a little side eye?
So lock the doors, light a candle,
and let's get into it. Hey guys!
Hi!
How's
I
everyone
already can't talk today, so that's fun.
It's just going to be like a probably Delulu episode, I think.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Especially because we have like a busy week next week.
Yes.
We're both going out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Yours is for a more fun reason. Mine is not. I would
say yours is. Yeah.
It's fun.
I would say yours is.
Fun reason.
We're both going on some kind of vacation. Mine a little bit more than hers. Yeah.
Yeah. Yours is more fun. I mean, there's like rides there. There's characters there. We're not saying where, but we're just being a little facetious.
If you guys know, you already know.
You know.
If you can tell.
Yeah. I'm very excited for Nicole and her family.
Yes. I'm excited for Jordan.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I know. I can't wait to tell you all about it when I get back. Guys, will be very fun. But we really need to talk about Euphoria because the finale
I think I'm going to like cringe every time we say it. Yeah. And we're not going to be together to talk about the finale for like almost 2 weeks, so just bear with us on the delay for that. But this week's episode, this past week's episode, I guess you could say, let's talk about it really quick.
Yeah.
And by really quick, I mean I'm about to have a long fucking rant, so be with me. Just bear with us again.
So let Nicole cook, okay?
First of all, Lexi. There is some back and forth about Lexi. Mm-hmm. There's half that think that she's a total bitch, that she's wrong, and there's the other half that are like, she's standing up for herself. And I lie right in the middle of that.
I do too. Especially here's the deal. I feel like the writers were really fucked up over losing Angus.
Yep.
And so because they had this whole plan of them being together.
I do know that it screwed the whole it screwed the entire storyline up pretty much.
Seriously, because instead of him being on the phone in jail, he could have been there for real. And so I feel like this was a backup of a backup plan for her to be able to stick up to her shitty little sister.
Yeah.
And I feel like I hate Cassie. And so I feel like go Lexi for actually sticking up for yourself.
Exactly. I full-heartedly agree with that. And while I understand where she's coming from with Rue, I also think the way she handled that could have been so much better.
So much better.
Because like full transparency, obviously it's a show. I know that they're like, it's never going to be it's like, not real. Whatever. But it literally could have been like, if we're going to talk in like a real term for a second, it could have literally has easily been like, Rue, like you feel like you're like delusional. It sounds like you're delusional right now. I know you're having feelings about things. I'm interested in what you're talking about, but I need to work right now. So can we please have this conversation another time? Or if it needs my full attention, then let's get this over with so that I can get back to work. Like, or if your work is being precedent because like you want that to be more important, fine. That's fine. Be selfish, and you're allowed to be selfish because of all of the shit that Rue in particular has put you through. That's fine. But fucking say it. Don't just sit there and be an asshole and be like, that's why your mom doesn't talk to you.
What?
Jaw on the floor.
I was like, I don't think Lexi would say that. Like, genuinely, I don't think she would say that. And for her to say that, I was like, what the fuck? I actually had to pause it. I was like, who the fuck is this?
And I slightly disagree with you because I do think it's something that Lexi would say. I think that we didn't get enough of her character in season 1 and season 2. But I think that her with the play gave us a good amount of insight into her as a character, that her turning around and saying something like that to Rue did feel on brand to me. I think it was just fucked up. But she's known to be doing fucked up things, like we saw with the play.
Yeah.
So it didn't, like in season 2. So like,
and this is also coming from like a younger sibling where I have like all of these expectations of like my parents that they placed on us. I feel like, and I could just be reading into it, and I may be backing up Sam Levinson here. Gag me with a spoon.
I know, right?
But I think like what he was trying to convey with Lexi is that she's not taking the shit anymore.
Absolutely.
And she has done that in the previous 2 seasons. But obviously that was uncalled for. Yeah. And I can't believe that happened.
Yeah, I think if he did anybody justice, I do think he did do Lexi justice, as much as I do think she's been a really big bitch this season. And I saw a post about it. Sorry, my child is trying to get in here. I saw a post about it, and I agreed with it, where they were talking about how, now see, she just interrupted, and now it just went right out of my head. I forget where I was. I don't know.
That's okay.
I don't know where I was. It'll come back to me. I forget where I was going with that. We can just move on to Rue for the time being. I know it had something to do with like, I got it. So it had to do with her being a bitch, but it was like, if you don't like these people and you don't want to surround yourself with them, then why do you continue to do so? Why do you continue to let them be like, just, you're going to sit there and be an asshole to them? Just stop being around them. It's literally that simple. Tell them to get the fuck out. Tell them you don't want to talk to them anymore. Don't answer the door when they come over. But it also shows that she's that older sibling that has to take care of everybody.
Yeah.
Or tries to. That even when she's trying to stand up for herself, like the best way for her to stand up for herself is to be an asshole like that. Like, and I was like, you know what? I will give her grace, because I do kind of agree with that.
And I've been there too, where like there's obligations for the family where you're like, I can't physically put anything on, like anything else on, because I'm so much like drowning in work. So sorry, but I'm not going to be an asshole and throw it back in your face all the times that you fucked up or weren't there for me, you know?
Exactly. But at the same time, everybody fucked her over so bad, so many times. Like Jules, I would never talk to Jules a day in my life if I was her. Like Maddie, whatever. Like Maddie really hasn't done much to you except for like get Cassie that casting call, which could have been good for her. It just so happened that the network decided like they didn't want her. It could have been good for her. It could have gotten her out of that like
situation, but like, yikes. I don't know. The season finale is really finale is really not gonna.
Oh yeah, did you see that somebody was like, oh, it says season finale, not series finale? Like they updated the term. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way that they're doing another one.
Because I have not seen anything positive about this season
at all. I have seen some people be like, I don't understand what everybody's talking about. I like this season. I'm like, are we watching the same thing? I don't think we are.
I don't think we are.
No. All right, on to Rue.
Yeah, on to Rue. I am scared. And it just breaks my heart so much. And can I have a prediction? Can I say a prediction?
Yeah.
Ollie is gonna die.
So I keep seeing a lot of people say that.
Or Rue's gonna die. This was your prediction.
Yeah.
Rue is gonna die, and he's gonna end this series by writing her name in that little black book.
Yeah.
I can see
one
that
or the
happening.
other. Yeah.
One or the other.
Also, you know what I forgot about that I saw a post about today that somebody brought up about how Ali is supposed to be a converted Muslim.
Oh.
And they completely basically nixed that and have been putting like Christian rhetoric in this season, which I'm not trying to get into.
On top of the fucking Nazis and the fucking oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm not trying to get like super into that, but like if you come across that post, read it, because it is true. There was I think it was like season 1 backstory about Ali, and it was that he was supposed to be like a converted Muslim.
Nicole, and I completely forgot about that.
He could just be somebody, they were saying like he could just be like, you know, like a theology nerd, and like he knows Bible verses, and like he knows and like absolutely, and like it could just be that he's just like trying to connect people to a form of God in any way that he can. And in some cases, sometimes Christianity can be like a little bit easier for some people to swallow. In some cases, not. This is not my belief, but like some cases anyway.
Forgot about that.
But yeah, they brought that up and I completely forgot. And then I was like, oh my god, that's right, he is. And Ali is not even supposed to be like his real name. That's supposed to be like his Muslim convert name that he took because of the whole, like, that was supposed to be like it was like a special thing that they talked about, like Ali's backstory. And like they brought it into season 2, and then it looks like Sam Levinson just kind of like ripped that away in season 3.
On top of all of the bullshit that he added into the season, which is so unnecessary.
Yeah. And like when Rue like was looking at Faye and saw the tattoo on her lower back, and you could just see that she was like, what the fuck? I too was like, what the fuck?
That whole situation.
Why are we talking about this right now?
Like, what is happening? Why are we talking about this? Why did they also allow all of Lori's people to use slurs?
Yeah. They also brought up, that's this same post also brought up about how Lori was supposed to just be a school teacher who like had whatever happened to her, got hooked, ended up becoming like a good drug dealer and just like had connections. And now she's like,
why?
It has like this whole Nazi thing. She's fine with all of them being like saying all these slurs. She's fine with like she calls them blacks as well. Like she says the same thing, and it's like, okay, so either she hid who she was well enough and only gave Rue like a snippet, or bad writing.
I think it's bad writing.
I feel like it's always both. I think they're just getting away with
bullshit.
Yeah, with bullshit this season. I mean, they got away with it with Nate because, like, I feel like Nate's storyline was such a cop-out. And again, I've been getting so many Euphoria posts today, like, it's literally insane. So this one was talking about Nate. And I wish I could tell you, like, who these were. These were just, like, random things that I saw in passing. One was talking about Nate, and it was basically like, you guys, like, talking about how like Sam Levinson basically would say like, you guys hated him so much, like you wanted this to happen, I gave it to you, like kind of like, here you go, like he's dead kind of a deal. And it's like, I wanted him to have his justice, yeah, but this wasn't justice. This wasn't that. This was a cop-out. This was a cop-out for you saying, okay, you guys want him dead. Jacob Elordi doesn't want to do this. So he has minimal screen time because he can barely be here. So instead of using his screen time wisely, you copped out and did this instead.
And it's the most horrific television that I watched.
Yeah.
Like ever. And I love horror movies. I love Saw. Like I love all of those shows. But like that was horrific, and I don't think that
was the ending for Nate a good plot vehicle for Maddie and Cassie for what Maddie is getting themselves the two of them now into? Sure. Yes, I actually do think that. I do think that was a good plot device. But what actually happened to him leading up to that point was pointless, and you did not use your time wisely, and it was a cop-out, in my opinion.
I agree. I mean, like, it was a great, like, plot device to be,
it was
like,
a great plot device, yeah.
You're playing with, like, venom, like, you're playing with snakes. Watch out. Like,
yeah.
It was great that way.
Great plot device for Maddie, who is in way over her head and has now dragged Cassie into that as well.
God,
yeah.
I just don't know if...
What do you think happened in that hot tub? Do you think things transpired, or do you think it didn't happen?
I want to say things happened because of the way that she was acting.
Yeah,
and she was by those 3 deer heads. And I feel
the Virgin Mary dress.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I felt like that was also a plot device.
I hate to give him any fucking credit, but that was actually really good.
It was very good.
That was probably the best part.
And I'm getting chills talking about it because I don't want her to have that happen to her.
No, I've already said what I want happen, what I would love to happen for her.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. I know that. I'm fully aware. I just don't know how she's gonna get out of it.
I don't either.
And for him I hated when he turned around and it was so true because it really shows you how in over her head she really was. When he turned around, he's like, "Oh, would you think that just because I have a soft spot for you that I was gonna do this for free?" And she's crying, and he's like, "You need to come to reality and quick." And I was like, yeah,
you're fucked.
It really shows her
false confidence and
and
how
also
how naive she is in believing that she could take on this powerful of a man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna text you while I watch it on Monday. So
yeah, I do plan to watch it. I'll probably just put headphones in and watch it when I can. But
I won't give you any spoilers. I'll make sure. I'll just be like, "What the fuck?"
yeah. It's I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous for what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I hated that we didn't get any kind of we didn't get the actual attempted bust of I was hoping that was gonna happen in this episode, so that way we could get more out of the finale, but I guess that they're saving it for the finale, and it just feels I don't know, it just doesn't feel like a good thing to say for the finale for some reason.
I don't think so either. I think I would have much rather ended with the bust being a bust. I feel like it is gonna be a bust.
Yeah.
But who knows?
To what degree? I don't know. And there's so many theories floating around about Bishop, and I just do want to know is there going to be something more with him in the season, in the finale? What is really gonna is there going to be something? Because there's so much suspicion around him. That I'm just curious to see what's gonna happen, or if he's just another side character that was built up but doesn't really have any meaning,
Yeah, I would hate for that to actually be the case.
Yeah.
Because there's so many other side characters that have way too much of a storyline right now.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. So I don't know. I'm a little disappointed with it. Very disappointed.
Yeah. It's just been crazy. I don't really even know. And they've just let so much fall by the wayside. Cassie signing with that influencer house. That was it. She signed with Maddie, and then it was never brought up again.
I was like
that, and the guy that she was kind of seeing was never brought up again. Okay, so we completely, dropped that and moved on, and nothing to do with that anymore.
Yeah,
no. No sighting of Jules in this episode at all, and what's going on with her sugar daddy situation. We just completely dropped that. Had one scene of him being mean to her when he found Rue's underwear, and that was that's all we get.
Yeah. It's really crazy. I don't know how I feel about it. I
don't know.
I just am disappointed. I spent
heavily
so many years dedicated to this series, so obsessed with the series, and now I'm just like, okay, give me the final episode and let me just close the door on this because I'm wasting my time now.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah. In other words, though, quickly.
Oh yeah.
Because we've spent so much time on
I told you that's how it's gonna happen.
I finished Fourth Wing and A Court of Thorns and Roses.
She did.
And
she finished them both today, by the way.
Yeah, so don't tell my boss. But I literally am in love with Fourth Wing. I'm so excited to read the next book. I literally texted Nicole and I was like, which one do I go to now? Because I'm like, I want to do Court of Thorns and Roses because the ending was so good. I knew she wasn't going to die. I knew she was going to live. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Fourth Wing. Come on, Xaden. Come on, Xaden.
I know.
Oh my God. I'm obsessed with them.
Okay. What do you think is gonna happen next in ACOTAR? Like, what is your predictions for the next book?
Doesn't it focus on race?
I'm not telling you anything.
I genuinely have no idea. Like, I could have asked ChatGPT, like, what
do
am
not. Do not.
Like I did with
Road of Glass. I will come out there. Do not do it.
I'm not going to because it did kind of ruin.
Don't ruin it.
Road of Glass
don't ruin it for
yourself.
Me. Yeah.
But okay. So obviously, Bad Lady, who's hot as fuck. I was really picturing like an Aubrey Plaza type.
Pretty much, yeah.
And is gone. But are there still like loyal followers to her? Or is there another big bad?
Not to her particularly.
So there's another big bad.
Yeah. Okay. I will tell you that, yeah.
Okay.
Because she I thought they say it in that book. She worked for somebody else.
Oh yeah, no, she did. I can't remember the name.
The King of Highburn.
Yes.
She worked for the King of Highburn, so.
I mean, I think you got to pick up all the pieces, right? Of all of the courts that were like freaking tortured and traumatized by her.
Yeah. Pretty much all of the courts have been gone.
Yeah.
Except for anybody who bent the knee to her. And even then, they were all just stuck under there. The only one, I mean, technically, the only court that was still functioning was Tamlin's. And that was even like at a bare minimum.
Right. I have no idea, Nicole.
What do you think about Tamlin?
I like him. Am I not gonna like him?
I'm not telling. I just want to know what you think about
like him, aren't I?
No, I'm not saying that.
Every time you ask me if I like a character, they either end up dying
or they either end up. I was about to ask you what you think about Reese.
I like Reese. Okay,
you do like Reese.
Sorry, I loved the tattoo contract. You know me. I love a little Toxica. I love a little Toxica.
What do you think about Lucian?
I think he's a little bitch boy.
I did not think you were gonna say that.
I think he's a little bitch boy. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Throughout the whole book, he was silent and didn't try and help her with the tasks or the riddles.
Well, he couldn't.
Honey, I don't care. Use your mind powers. I don't know. Do something. Instead, you have to send your little Tamlin man to come and try and
be freezing on my end.
I don't know. I don't like him.
That makes me a little sad.
Should I like him more? Maybe
I think you will.
Maybe I need to actually listen to the spicy parts. I fell asleep during the spicy parts, guys, so I didn't get to experience all the spice.
But I aren't watching, I'm just staring at her blinking.
But if it's anything like Fourth Wing, ooh, baby, okay. I'll go back and listen to the spicy parts, okay?
We already had a discussion about Liam earlier today.
We did.
So I'm not going to ask her about Liam because I don't want to re-depress her about it.
I'm not okay. I cried.
What do we think about Dane?
Also another bitch boy. Why did you think you had any pull over Violet just because you knew her for longer? You didn't care about her. You just wanted to own her. Mm-hmm. And you were so concerned that she was going to break herself when she's like the strongest fucking dragon rider there is. I'm sorry. Get fucked.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about Taryn?
I hate that name.
I know, but I love him so much.
I love him, but every time that the reader would say,
it says Taryn.
I'm like, are we sure it's not Taryn?
Taryn.
Did we double check with Sarah?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth.
Rebecca.
Rebecca, sorry. Elizabeth is the reader of that one. Yeah, and I like her.
Rebecca.
Yeah.
What do you think of... I'm trying to think of who else I can ask you. Oh, Riddick.
I would like to hear more about him.
I love Riddick so much.
I want to know more about him.
That's all I'm going to tell you. I love him. I honestly, the one thing I will say, and I don't feel like it's really a spoiler, is that you are going to love Riddick through and through the books. Like, he is, like, Rhiannon and him are, like, her, obvious, like, you can tell already from that first book that, like, they're, like, the supporting characters, like, for her, and, like, they're great.
Yeah.
Love them both down bad. I love Riddick so much.
His comments are so good.
They get better, baby. Wait till you get to Onyx Storm. They get so much better. Oh my
god. I'm so excited. Okay, so I know what I'm doing tonight when
I told her that she needs to go into Iron Flame and then Onyx Storm first, because there's only currently 2 more books out of the series versus reading ACOTAR, which is a total of 5 books. So,
right.
I mean, do not skip the novella when you're reading ACOTAR, because it's a good little book. People hate on it, and it's mean. There's a little, hold on, A Court of Frost and Starlight. It's technically a novella.
She can do no wrong. I mean, I read Assassin's Blade.
Yeah.
ASAP, because I was like, I need to know the prequel.
Yeah. A Court of Frost and Starlight, I think, is like the perfect like little break after what is it? A Court of Wings and Ruin. I always just say Akawar, so I always forget what it's called. What it's actually called. A Court of Wings and Ruin. So Akawar.
These names,
Akawar, whatever you want to call it.
Sarah J. Maas.
Yeah. So I think that the novella is like a good little breakup. And I do think it does have important information in there. Not a ton, but I think it does have important information in it. Don't skip it. I think it's great.
Okay, I won't skip it. I was going to ask you a question because ChatGPT kind of told me the answer. Do we ever see Aelin Galathinius again?
I'm not going to answer that.
Because you do. Which book?
It's the end of Throne of Glass. You have to read Throne of Glass.
I read Throne of Glass.
The end of it? That's it.
Yeah. That's it?
That's it.
I thought she showed up in ACOTAR.
No.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Technically, Rhys shows up at the end of... I'm sorry for the spoiler, anybody that hasn't read it. At the end of...
Okay.
Remember when she's fallen through? Yeah.
I didn't realize they were the same person.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was expecting Alan.
Alan.
Who's Aelin? Aelin Galathynius to pop up just in one little thing. But she wrote ACOTAR first, right? And then...
No, Throne of Glass.
Oh.
Throne of Glass is her first ever series that she did. It's YA. It's that's why there's like no spice in it, because it's YA.
Really liked that there was no spice. I
loved it because that was like a true fantasy series for me. And adding spice to it would have ruined it, in my opinion. I liked the yearning. I liked the sassiness between her and Rowan. I liked, the flirting, the intense flirting that we got. Hate the fact that it was, and so Lorcan did. And what the fuck did Lorcan do?
What did he do, Sarah? Why did we not see that?
What did he do?
Why do you do... Does she do that throughout ACOTAR too? Of just throwing random things in there and we don't get to actually see it?
It fucking gets worse. Yeah, it gets worse.
Okay, well...
She has a reoccurring thing that she does, and you'll find out while you read ACOTAR, and then you'll find out again when you read Crescent City, because she does it 3 times, and it makes me so fucking mad. She just thinks it's, like, not important, and it's like, I want that, though.
I want to hear that.
I want to actually see that.
And let me see it.
And we don't get it. And she does it 3 times between all 3 series, and it makes me so mad. And if you've read all 3 series, you definitely know what I'm talking about.
Sorry, guys. We're really nerds. We love books here. And we should probably set it a separate episode. Once I finish Fourth Wing, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Maybe in a separate episode and discuss.
We can do like a whole book episode if you guys want. Like books that we're reading. And I'm not reading anything right now. I'm supposed to be reading off campus, and I haven't bought the books yet. Which
so good, girl.
Pause real quick. Did y'all see season 2 announcement? We all knew who the next couple was going to be, and I love that we're getting our
so much. I'm so excited. Yeah. I love that series, and it's really hard for me to watch romance series. I don't really watch romantic series, truly.
Love it.
And Off Campus made me feel butterflies in my stomach.
It was so good.
I texted you throughout it all, and I was like, oh my God. I think I finished it in 2 days.
I literally watched the entire thing in a single day. The entire thing.
I would if I didn't have so many meetings.
That's how bad it was. It was just the fact that I had a day where like the baby was actually like being good and playing, and like I started it while she was napping, and like the episodes aren't crazy long. And then like I finished it while like after she went to bed. I had like a couple episodes left, so it took me like a couple of hours. And then that was it, and I finished it, and Dad came out and he was like, "Oh, you're still up?" And I was like, "I just finished my show." He was like, "What?" And I was like, "I just watched the entire season."
I love that. Yeah. I love that we can do that together.
I know. All right, guys. I'm sorry.
So sorry. Just a straight half an hour of us discussing our shows and our books.
All right.
So, in other news, this is pretty relevant, the story I'm going to be telling, because just earlier this month, a 33-year-old Anthony Polio was killed in Glacier National Park in Montana in what was believed to be the park's first fatal bear attack since 1998.
Wow.
And recently, if you're on TikTok, there has been multiple like TikToks of bears being more active around this time of year and like coming after people that don't understand to just walk away from the bear calmly and talk to the bear calmly. And so today we're talking about one incident where there was multiple bear attacks in one single night. So let's get into it, guys. There are places in the world that feel untouched, wild, ancient, quiet in a way that makes you feel small. But then there are moments when that quiet breaks. Today's story takes us deep into the wilderness of Montana, into a place people trusted, and a place where families went to rest under the stars, believing they were safe. Excuse me. But on one night in August, something shifted. Not one attack, but 2.
miles apart, same night, and same kind of violence. And to this day, it's still one of the most disturbing wildlife incidents in American history. This is the story of the night of the Grizzlies. It's summer of 1967, and Glacier National Park is packed. And if you know anything about the national parks during the summertime, they're packed with tourists, and most tourists don't know how to deal with wild animals. There's usually like stories down in Yellowstone of people being mauled by like bison.
Oh my God.
It's really bad.
My
like
God.
People don't understand that like they're not like trained animals, like they're wild
they're
animals.
Wild animals. This is why I don't go out in nature.
This is why we stay inside.
Yeah.
Tourists, families, hikers, people from all over the country come here to experience something raw and beautiful. There's towering mountains, glacial lakes, endless forest, and bears. Lots of bears. But here's the thing. Back then, bears weren't treated as dangerous in the way that we understand today. Most people still don't think that they're that dangerous, but they really are. In fact, visitors were encouraged to watch them and to get close back in the 60s. There were like designated garbage dump viewing areas, like actual dump sites where people would gather at night like it was a show.
Oh my God.
They'd sit in their cars with the windows down, watching grizzlies dig through trash under floodlights.
Oh my God.
Rangers even gave talks about it, and the bears became almost entertainment, basically entertainment for these tourists. Predictable, conditioned, they learned something crucial. Humans equal food, and that lesson would have deadly consequences. So that brings us to August 13th, 1967. It's a warm night, and at Trout Lake Campground, a group of young people are camping together. They decide to just not sleep in tents, just sleeping bags under the open sky. And it feels peaceful and safe. And I'm not going to lie, I've never camped without a tent because of this story. My parents would never let us camp like this.
Yeah. First of all, bugs? No.
Bugs? Squirrels?
No.
Little rodents coming into your sleeping bag?
No thanks. No.
Wolves? There's also wolves.
Nope. Yeah.
Like, people were not safe. I'm so shook.
I'm okay. No, thank you.
There was no walls, just fresh mountain air. And among these campers is 19-year-old Michelle Coons. She's relaxed, laughing earlier in the evening, surrounded by friends. And eventually, one by one, they fall asleep. And the forest settles. And sometime after midnight, something begins moving in the dark. Not loudly, not crashing through the brush, but a slow, quiet, and intentional. And it was a grizzly bear. At first, no one wakes up. And that's the terrifying part. There's no dramatic buildup, no warning growl echoing through the trees, just a presence. The bear approaches the sleeping group and then goes straight for Michelle. And it wasn't like a bluff charge, and it was not just curiosity, because typically they'll charge at you if they feel like you're endangering them, especially if it's a mom bear.
Right.
And they are pretty curious creatures. Like, they will like search through your camping stuff if you don't put it away properly.
They want to know what you got.
Yeah,
and
they
want to
know.
Eat it.
They want to know. This was predatory. Witnesses later describe waking up to confusion, a rustling, a heavy movement, and a low sound that didn't quite register at first. And then it hits them. A bear is in their camp. And by the time they react, it's already happening. Michelle is grabbed and dragged away.
Oh my God.
Just like literally within a second. And the scariest thing about this is like bears are so strong and so terrifying. Like, you're fucked if they come to your face. Like, you are.
Oh, absolutely.
You are dead. You are dead meat for them. And just like that,
She was pulled into the darkness beyond the reach of where anyone can help. Her friends are frozen between fear and disbelief because this isn't supposed to happen. Not like this. Search efforts began quickly, but because the forest is so huge and pitch black, and silence again. Like, there was nothing that ever happened. There was no scream. They didn't hear her scream. They didn't hear any of that.
Oh my
God. And while chaos unfolds at Trout Lake, miles away, another group is settling in for the night, and they have no idea what's already happened and no idea what's coming for them. At the Granite Park Chalet, a more remote chalet and really just a place for people to eat and also go to the bathroom. Literally, like, it's just like a little hut that they have like at the top of this mountain where you have to hike up pretty far to see. It's way higher elevation. Campers are sleeping in and around tents near the chalet. Among them is 19-year-old Julie Hegelson. Inside her tent, everything is calm. Outside, something moves. Again, there was no gruff, like growling, no huffing, no dramatic noise, just a shape in the dark. It was another grizzly. And this one doesn't hesitate either.
Oh my God.
The attack is sudden and violent. Campers nearby wake up to the sound of tearing fabric. And it wasn't a zipper, and it was not a small rip. Something forceful, then screaming. Real terrified screaming. And then it stops. The bear has torn into the tent and taken Julie and dragged her away into the night. People rush out of their tents, but it's too late. They don't see the bear and they don't know where it went. All they know is that Julie is gone. By the morning, reality sets in. 2 separate attacks, 2 different locations on the same night. This is not normal. Like, I'm going to be honest, bears don't react this way. Typically, they stay away from humans, but something pissed them off that night. And this has never happened before. Previously, this never happened. You would never get dragged away before in the night.
God, yeah.
Rangers begin connecting the dots, and search teams are deployed. The park shifts from peaceful tourist destination to an active emergency, and what they find is devastating. Both victims did not survive. The attacks were not defensive, and they were not accidental. These bears were hunting. The park responds immediately. Did I say that right? The park responds immediately. Campgrounds are closed, warnings are issued, and for the first time, officials begin to seriously reconsider everything they thought they knew about grizzlies. And the 2 bears are eventually identified and killed, but the damage is already done. The illusion is gone. No more garbage dump shows and no more casual attitudes. There's now strict food storage rules are introduced, and education becomes the priority.
Absolutely.
Because the truth is now undeniable. These weren't random, unpredictable animals. They were shaped by human behavior. And
yes.
They were conditioned to believe that if you find humans, you'll find food.
Yep.
And when that conditioning crossed a line, it turned deadly. And there's something like especially unsettling about this story because it's not just the attacks, it's how quiet they were. There was no dramatic chase, there was no warning, and there was no time to react. And it was just them sleeping. And then something pulling you into the dark. The night of the Grizzlies changed how we understand wildlife forever. But it also left behind a question that still lingers. How many dangers in the wild are created by us long before we ever see them? And if you ever find yourself in the wild, just remember the forest is never as empty as it feels.
No.
And I wish people would understand that.
Yes.
Because it's so frustrating. I'm like,
I'm sure there will be something on CBS, something on NBC, something on ABC this summer about stupid people trying to approach a bison out in Yellowstone and them getting mauled. Like, I guarantee you there will be like one incident of it.
Yeah, I'm sure. And it's so stupid because like these are wild animals. They are not just docile, like little creatures that you can try to, like, these are huge wild animals that don't know and don't understand and don't want to be fucked with.
Literally.
Leave them alone.
You're in their home. You're in their house.
Remember, this is the animals' house. This is their world. We just live here.
Yeah. We just reside here.
We just live here.
Literally. And I mean, like, especially with the attack in Glacier, I'm pretty sure the guy just didn't understand what he was doing. And I mean, like, it's just horrifying.
That's the unfortunate part, is that, like, I feel like that happens a lot, is that they just, you don't know what to do. You're not prepared. Or even if you do think you know what to do and are prepared, you don't know how you're going to react until you're in the situation.
Exactly. I mean, every single time that I go out on the trail when I'm doing my long runs, I'm scared. I only have pepper spray. Bear spray is too heavy for me to carry. I'm mostly scared of people when I'm running. But I also think about bears.
Of course.
Which is why my dad, if he can keep up with me, he'll be clapping the whole time and talking and saying, "Hey, bear."
Yeah.
Which you're supposed to do.
You're supposed to talk and make noise. It helps keep them away.
Yeah. But it's just so sad, like,
I know
that this happened in like my favorite place.
Grizzlies like one of the most, like, I don't want to say vicious, but they are like the most, like,
you can say vicious.
They're known to mainly be the ones to attack if you're going to. Like, them and brown bears are supposed to be like two of the most. Black bears, I know, are supposed to be a little bit more docile.
They're just
they're a
little
little bit
babies.
more afraid of you than you're afraid of them, and they're more likely to run away if they encounter you.
It's true. They're just the little babies of the forest. Like, they'll run away.
Don't
touch them.
Be afraid. Yeah, still be afraid. Like, still don't be stupid, but like, the odds are they're probably going to run from you than you are from them first, just because they're they don't care. They're just shy little babies.
They're just shy little babies. But if you come across a grizzly or a brown bear, honey, remain calm.
Yep.
Back away and talk to it and say, "Hey, like, I'm letting you go past me. Like, do not run. Do not scream."
Yeah.
Because that's like a warning call, and they're going to be like, "Oh, you want to fight?"
Yeah, that's basically any wild animal. Like, because you running is basically going to trigger their predatory instincts, and now they think like, "Oh, game on! I gotta get you. You're my food now."
Like, "Oh, you wanna run for it?
Yeah,
okay,
like,
baby."
Now this is a game for them. Like, this is a game for them. You just turned on their predator instincts, so. Just be careful if you're out there.
Yeah, please be careful, because oh my gosh, it's a terrifying wildlife season, I feel, because it's really hot already.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, here it got to 90 degrees today, so they're coming out.
77 and chilly over here today. Yeah, it was 77 and chilly. Like, it was like so nice.
Chilly?
Yeah, meanwhile I'm about to like enter like humid fucking tropical weather tomorrow.
Ew.
And
I mean, that will be good for you.
It'll be nice ish if it doesn't rain all week like it's now supposed to.
It's supposed to?
Yeah, but you never know when you're gonna get down there.
Here, let me look where I'm going. I really hope it isn't supposed to rain when I'm across the country.
I don't think so. Not by me. So maybe not where you're going.
Double check.
Down further, it is supposed to. It's like we're leaving like nice 70 weather to go to like the Amazon, basically.
That's where they're going, guys. And the Amazon with a baby. With a baby. It looks like it's going to be in the 70s, but it's saying it's going to rain during Pride weekend. How homophobic. terrible.
Yeah, typical.
I'm sorry this was a shorter one, guys, but
yeah. I hope you enjoyed our little rants about Euphoria. I hope you guys do actually enjoy those, because we're just going to keep doing it until you tell us to stop.
Sorry. Until you tell us to stop, we're going to keep doing it.
Yeah. Especially on the shorter episodes, because we like to give you guys a little bit. You know, we like to give you guys some length.
Yes.
And some variety.
And maybe convince you guys to read, because reading is really important. Reading comprehension is really important.
It is really important.
Media literacy is really important. I could go on and on.
Sam Levinson.
Yeah, idiot. Sorry.
It's so annoying, because you have to have media comprehension to understand what he's doing, and then at the same time when you understand what he's doing, it still doesn't fucking make sense, and you're like, all right, I'm sorry, I'm done.
Sorry, guys.
I promise once I talk about the finale, I'll be done.
I'll be done with Euphoria. Euphoria once it's completely done. So you have 2 more. Well, next week it will just be me. And I won't talk about Euphoria without Nicole. And then that following week will be the final week that we talk about Euphoria.
Yeah, because we'll both be back, and I'll have either something really funny, so probably maybe another short one, just because we're going to talk about Euphoria, not really short, but a short one, or I'll give you guys something dark and deep and maybe long
and a little fucked,
and maybe a 2-parter if you want. So I know it's been a little while since we've done a really fucked one, so
it has. We've been
maybe you guys are due. You know what? You guys are due. I'll just give you a really fucked one. That's fine. You're due.
You're due for
and
it.
Then we'll do a fun one, because I really want to do the dancing plague.
Yes, that's actually a really good one.
So I think we'll do a really fucked one, and then we'll do the dancing plague, because I think that'll be fun. It's so weird.
It is so strange. I wish I was alive for that, actually.
Yeah, right? It was so weird.
I mean, people did die from it, but
yes,
come on. Imagine how tiny their calves were.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's crazy. All right. Well, that's enough from us.
Whether it's crime, conspiracy, or just straight up spooky, we're going to keep talking about it. Follow, comment, and stay tuned for new episodes each week, because it will just keep getting dark and spooky from here. And remember, we still want your guys' listener stories.
Yes.
So send those stories over to goreandgossippod@gmail.com. goreandgossippod@gmail.com. So stay nosy and stay spooky, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Guys.